Hey, and welcome to this impromptu live about how to make your use LinkedIn to supercharge your connections to create great network. If you are job searching in Denmark, you might know that network is one of the absolute most important parts. And earlier today, I had a chat with a client about using LinkedIn to how to kind of do that in a structured way to help you get into that networking game, help you get into learning about new people, learning about new areas, learning about industries, and learning about what's going on in Denmark in general. So in terms of the business side of things and the job search and the open jobs and everything. So what I want to show you today is something I learned from a colleague who is a LinkedIn wizard, Tony. And I hope that there is audio here because I don't necessarily see that it's working super well. So let's hope that it does. I'm gonna move my microphone a bit close, and yeah, let's hope it works. I see that there's no one online now, so let's just hope that it is working. Um okay, so let's have a look. I am gonna share my screen with you, um and see here in 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen with you. There we go. Now you can see the back end of my LinkedIn here. And what I want to show you is that when we use LinkedIn, there are some really cool features. And what I want to show you today is how to create VIP lists. And VIP lists are lists that it's not really a LinkedIn feature, but it's something that you can do to help you a lot. I want to say I do have a paid account on LinkedIn. And to create these lists, you're going to help yourself a lot by creating a paid account. And this is not an ad. I don't get sponsored by LinkedIn or anything, but there are just a lot of features that, and in recent time, LinkedIn has become more and more focused on this, where they have less access when you're not a paid member. So, but let's focus on how to create these. The reason we want to create this, what we want to use them for, is when you see my feed here, you see there's a post here, then this one is promoted. Then you get down here, there's a post here from someone who's a second connection to me. The reason that shows is because someone I'm connected to commented on it. Then there's one that's from a first connection, then something here, there's a new promoting, then second connection. So basically, and yes, we can curate our feed in general, but a lot of the time as job seekers, we want to keep tabs on specific people or specific companies. So how we can do that is by creating these VIP lists. So what you want to do is you want to press the search button and then press enter. Then you get into the search. And this is where there's a bit of difference in terms of whether you are a paid member or not a paid member. So again, do a 30-day. A lot of the times people have the option of doing a 30-day free trial of a premium membership. I would encourage you to do that and then create these lists, because you don't have to have the premium membership afterwards to keep access to the lists. So what we want to do is we want to make a list of people or companies that would be super interesting for us to follow. So let's try this out. So we are interested in posts because we want to know what are people talking about, what are the companies sharing, all these things where we can interact, because the point here is we want to start interacting with people so that we can start creating connections and start being interesting to other people. So we'll press posts. and it will think a little bit. And then we're going to sort by the latest posts, because we want to, yeah, have whatever is the latest. And right now you'll see this is, I guess, Spanish. I don't even know or understand the language of these first couple of posts, but those are the ones that are just posted, right? So what we want to do now, because we don't want anything that's posted on LinkedIn, we want to have the things that are actually relevant to us. So we can either go in and let's say that we want to work in HR. So we've done a research and we know there are 20 really interesting members in HR that we would like to follow along with. Then we press members and we find those people. So I'm just going to use myself here. Oh, that is not. There we go. I'm going to use I'm a really bad example because I post a lot. Then I'm going to add, yeah, let's add him. And this is just to give you an idea of how this looks. Okay, so I would say max 20 people on this list, because at some point LinkedIn starts to kind of get a little bit glitch a little bit if you have too many people on here. So you can create a list of, let's say, 20 people that you want to follow, and you can do this based on, and I encourage you to do this based on, for example, industry or job title or things that can categorize them a little bit. And then you say show results. And now what you're getting is an ad-free overview of the latest posts from the people. So you see that I posted something this morning, a little video, go watch that. If you want, Steen posted something a week ago, Torben a couple of weeks ago, then I'm there again. I post a lot, Torben. So this is a way to go in and kind of keep tabs. Is the person that I am, the people that I'm interested in, are they actually posting anything? And if they are, here's the overview where you can go in and interact with them in the comments, and you can go in and actually chat with them, or at least be noticed by them. So, and this is another important part. Remember, it's not about showing, like saying, hey, great work. It's about being supportive, and it's about also maybe challenging people. So a way of showing your expertise is by challenging a little bit. If someone wrote something, then you can say, oh, I had this other experience, or hey, have you seen this research? So in some way you're creating value to this person. Then the other thing you can do, oh, and I forgot, this is quite an important part actually. I'll show you with the companies, because it's going to be the same thing. But we can go over in all filters, and you can do this for companies as well. So you can add companies. I just saw that an old study friend of mine was working at Lego, so let's do that. We can do Novo. They are very known in Denmark. Maersk, maybe. I'm just trying to find some companies people know. Lundbeck. Oh, there's a D. Okay, so now we have, again, max 20 people or max 20 companies here. We show the results. This is a great way to learn more about what the companies are focusing on right now. What is it that the different companies are having up? So Novo Nordisk is also speaking in a language that I don't understand here, but here we go. Something from Maersk. The point here is that you might not, you can comment, you can like. Also, if you do that, you're also telling the algorithm that you would like more information like this. But it's also a way to kind of research the companies more and look at what is it that makes sense in terms of these different companies. So Maersk posts a lot apparently, then Lego. Oh, Pikachu in Lego. That's amazing. So here you see you have this list of the posts from these companies. And again, I encourage you, you can make as many VIP lists as you want. So I would encourage you very much to go in and create these VIP lists based on a specific type of companies. Like, what are your three or five top companies you want to work at, or what are a specific type of companies in this industry you want to work at. Create those lists. So what I forgot to show you before, that is a very, very important piece, is that you save these VIP lists. And the way you do that is basically just you bookmark them. So this is why this is not a LinkedIn feature as is. This is just like when you search on Google. Now you've done a very specific search here. Now you can save it. So you go up to bookmarks and you say, what do you want to call it and where do you want to save it? And then you say done. And then the next time you want to do that, you then go in and you go to your bookmarks and you find that overview, or you find that times like this is the search I want to find. And then you get that newly updated search. So let's say you do it, this Novo Nordisk post was posted 19 minutes ago, but let's say you find this in a week, then you'll get all the newest posts from these companies that you're following. And when you save these, or when you then want to add new companies, so say you have this list, right, and you want to add new companies to it, then it's important that you also, so then it's a new search, and it's going to be a new search string. So the URL is going to be different. So you want to make sure that you go in and you save the new search as a new bookmark, and then you can delete the old one so that you're sure you always have the most updated version of your search. I hope this makes sense. I hope this brings you value. And if you have any questions about any of it, let me know. I really, really hope there's audio for this video. If there's not, always feel free to write me a comment and I can redo it at some other point. But the idea here is that when you start to get more knowledge about the companies through the VIP list, through following these companies more thoroughly, that means that you can be better in your application material. When you follow people specifically, that means that you can be more network generating. This is why this can be your very much your like secret weapon in your job search and in your network building, because you can use this to start interacting with people even before you connect with them. So start following them, get them on your VIP lists, and then start every morning, start your day with going in, checking your VIP list. Did anyone in your network post anything interesting? There's a little thing that you might want to not do, and that is add people like me. I would love if you add people like me to your, me specifically, of course, to your VIP list. But the thing is, I post a lot. So it's also a question of figuring out what is most valuable to you. Of course, you could make a VIP list of career consultants, for example. But look at who you resonate with if you do that, because you don't want to follow too many different people either, because everybody gives different advice. But back to the VIP lists. The point here is that you want to check them on an ongoing basis so that you can go and say, oh, this person wrote something interesting that's within my area, or that's within my area of interest. So either it's within your professional area or some kind of area of interest that you have, and you actually have an opinion or you have something valuable to add. Maybe you read an article, maybe you wrote an article, something you can share, or maybe you just can give your opinion in the chat so you can start that conversation. And that is how you start to build trust with people. Even if you're not in Denmark yet, this is a great way to start and actually build trust with people, because they start seeing your name, they start seeing the value you can bring. And this also goes for when you're doing it with the companies, that you can actually bring value to the companies, because even though a lot of the time it's the marketing team that is behind the LinkedIn profile for the companies, if you do interact with them on something that is super specific, or you keep adding value, then you're gonna keep getting focus. And a lot of the time, employees in a specific company will follow their company's LinkedIn profile. So they might see your name, keep, maybe there's a manager that sees your name keep popping up under posts that are relevant for the thing she or he works with, right? So she or he might reach out to you and connect, or be more open to connecting with you when you reach out, so that you can actually use that to your benefit and to build that relationship and make that deeper. And one of the things I hear the most from internationals job searching in Denmark is how absolutely freaking hard job search is, or not, well, that as well, but networking is in Denmark, because they don't know what to do, they don't know how to tackle it. This is one way of doing that. A different way, if you're already in Denmark, in the vicinity of Copenhagen, on January 27th, I am hosting a in-person live event about from coffee to career. So it's about networking and coffee meetings, and how we can kind of build, use the coffee meetings, use that to make yourself more attractive in the job market and get that job faster. So if you're interested, reach out to me and I can send you the link for that, of course. But other than that, just like, let's go with the networking, connect, reach out to people, start the conversations that are relevant for your career and for your future, because it's in your hands. It's also in other people's hands in terms of actually hiring you. But if you're just sitting at home doing nothing, I promise you it's going to be way, way, way harder than if you actually start doing something, getting out there, start commenting, start connecting with people, so that your name and your interests and your opinions get out there. But remember, keep it professional. LinkedIn is a professional network, so we want to keep it professional as well. Thank you so much for watching today. If you have questions, drop them in the comments, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye.